Now, I know that you also have cameras in place as well, and you're trying to, correct me if I'm wrong, you're trying to utilize AI in the future to kind of sense the plant's health.
Yeah, it's I remember talking about AI back in the previous podcast almost 4 years ago, and I had no idea it would come as far as it has in such a short amount of time. And it's not only helped me a lot with the code of the existing system, but also the potential of system being able to look at your plants, diagnose certain issues, and then maybe even make corrective changes and then see what the outcome of that change is. The nice thing is, a lot of times when they say that you have a problem and you can throw 2-3 different solutions at it and it's fixed, and you go, well, which one of those was it? Or was it even something totally different? So, I am definitely a proponent of keep the changes to a minimal, because then it gives you a better feel for what impact those changes do or do not have. But, AI it's your friend. It's there. And I think the more people that use it, the better off they can be. You can take a picture of a plant and it can give suggestions. It's not always right, but it's a lot better than what a lot of people think they know about it also, I found. So, it's a great tool.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who kind of doubt its reliability because when you get a deficiency, sure, some are easily recognizable, right? Nitrogen deficiency, for example, right, is going to be yellowing, starting at the tip, starting at the bottom of the plant, and working its way up from the tip of the leaf to the petiole. Other things, though, there's some yellowing that happens like in the middle of the plant or, purple stems, where really it's a little bit tougher to diagnose because it could be multiple things. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'm interested to see in the future how AI kind of handles that and its accuracy on some of these plant deficiencies that's recognizing and giving suggestions on. Because, sure, I don't think anybody wants to be suggested a solution and then implement it and find out it's being wrong, or making things worse. So, I think that's kind of the biggest scare when it comes to kind of AI, these cameras recognizing deficiencies and then making suggestions.
Yep. And that's the thing. When it comes to growing, I realized that in order to grow successfully, you really, and every time, having control over your environments is so key in ensuring that you have a successful grow. And it's almost the most simple thing to do in a way. Sometimes the hard thing is making decisions as to, when it comes to the nutrients, whether it's organic or it's salt-based nutrients. That can be very tricky. But, especially with the just environment, the air and the humidity and things like that, that is almost the easiest thing to control if you have the right setup. But that's just my experience.
This clip is brought to you by VivoSun. Use discount code MrGrow15 to save on any of their gardening products. Go to the full episode by clicking the outro card here, or click the link in the description section below. Catch you in the next video.